You called Child Protective Services.
My father's living condition is horrible. Those two girls are living in there.
Was she really worried about her young sisters?
This doesn't look habitable.
He was living in the home.
Or trying to take down Dad?
Your father left that mess.
Yes.
I have not lived here since 2018.
Well, then you're lying.
This is Judge Judy. Previously on Judge Judy.
You received an overpayment for Social Security. So what did you need your father's signature for?
To sign with me.
They took cardboard and taped it to all the papers except for where I was supposed to sign. The rest of the papers were covered up to where I could not see what I was signing.
Why did you do that?
We do not trust him.
Is your claim that he assaulted you with the door to his truck when he either opened it or closed it?
I said, just sign the papers or not, and he threw that door open like he was mad at rage, and he hit me with that door.
In a case continued from yesterday, Susan Deckard is suing in-law Theodore Dawson for purposely slamming his truck door on her.
Now, you want to tell me your version of what happened, sir?
Yes, I dropped Natalie and her daughter off at her son's house. My brother met me there. We had drove to Kentucky Fried Chicken, where Susan's place of work, that's where they wanted us to meet him at. I arrived. Kayla came out. She was standing in front of my mirror. She handed me the papers. I was looking them over. And
Just she, not her husband.
yeah, Jacob was there, and he was probably maybe 4 feet from my truck, and he was pacing back and forth. I explained to Kayla that I needed to read everything before I signed it because...
No, not because. You need to read everything.
So they told me I could not read it. I told her that I could not sign it if I could not read what I was signing.
Okay.
They became angry. Jacob started pacing back and forth, saying, just tell me when, Kayla, just tell me when. Which I find out later in the DCS report, he was planning on slamming the door into my leg and trying to take the pictures.
That's not true.
No.
I'll read the report. Just
Okay.
tell me what happened, sir.
Then they became angry, Kayla and Jacob, telling me that they had to have the paper signed. I refused to sign them. They started yelling. My daughters, whenever they heard the yelling, they started getting upset and crying. Susan comes across.
She got upset and started to cry.
No, my two youngest daughters that were in the truck with us.
Okay. And where is their mother?
Their mother lives in Gosport, Indiana. And
Do you have custody of those two children?
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
They're 9 and 10.
How long have you had custody of them?
In January of 2017, I obtained custody.
Prior to that, who were they living with?
They were living with their mother and their father and myself.
So when you and their mother separated, you were awarded custody?
Yes.
Okay.
So Susan comes around the front of the truck and tells me to just sign the papers.
That's not true.
I explained to Susan, I said, Susan, I cannot sign these unless if I'm seeing what I'm signing. And I said, otherwise, I said, I have no idea what I'm putting my name to. I said, you would not do it, nor would I do it. She kept telling me, just sign them so they can go home.
That's
My
not-
brother,
Don't speak.
my brother, who was in the passenger or driver's seat, says, Dwayne, let's just go.
So he was driving you. You were in the passenger front seat. Got it.
So I told Kayla I was not signing them. They were still arguing, fighting. I think Kayla, she had left. She started walking off, and we left. My door was never opened
It was.
in any way, shape, or form that night.
Well,
I have the 911 transcript here as well.
I'd like to see it.
This
Yes, I
is
have
from
it
the
as well,
police
Your Honor.
officer.
I'd like to see both.
As well as I also have,
We have an active protective order. I have one against him for this to go on county court for the actions that he done that night.
Just a second. You have to understand, I am assuming for the moment that he opened the car door and that car door hit you. I am assuming for the moment that that happened. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, you shouldn't have been there. And she shouldn't have covered up what she wanted her father to sign.
I understand.
And you shouldn't have been there having a discussion with him. Just sign it and we can all go home. Do you understand?
I said
Deb,
sign it
I'm
or
glad-
not. I
Do you
didn't
understand?
care. Yes, I just.
You do understand.
I understand. I said sign
All right.
it or not.
All right.
I don't
You stuck
care.
your nose into, again, somebody's business that was not yours, the same way you took in a teenager, an unpregnant teenager, and now you have a teenager with a baby, no husband, no GED, and I assume no job that can support you and your child.
I will be working at DHL.
Just a second. I don't want to hear I will be working.
Your Honor, child
I will be
service-
working.
Child
I will be
services-
performing heart surgery next year at Johns Hopkins.
You and the whole of Horizon Mexico? Finally! The fans have been wanting this for ages. Adding it to your schedule.